welcome to the Confident Cats video on introducing touch. My name's Becky and today I'm at the Vokra Cat Shelter and I'm going to try and show you some tips for working with feral, semi-feral cats or difficult cats that will help to introduce touch. So this is Esther, who's going to help me today, and she can be pretty hissy and growly and will show some pretty good signs that she doesn't want any interaction. So this is Esther. She was trapped as a feral cat with kittens. The kittens have gone to a foster home and she's about to be spayed. And between that time we've been working with her to try and get her more comfortable with people. So I just laid treat trails down to encourage her to come out of her hidey space. And then once she's out, you can see every time she gets scared, she reverts back to looking quite feral. She puts her ears flat, she screws up her face, and she will hiss and growl, and she has been known to swipe. So she's been really comfortable recently with taking treats from between fingers. There you go. Notice that I'm using my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand. I'm staying side on with my body and my shoulder facing her, and I'm not making any direct eye contact with her. I'm keeping an eye on where she is so that she doesn't escape out of the kennel, but that I'm not looking at her directly to make any predatory interactions. So the next stage of what I'm going to do, because she's confident in taking treats from between my fingers, is to put them on the end of my finger like that, so that she starts to take it off of the end of my hand. And if I drop one, I just put my hand straight down to the bottom of the cage, so that she gets used to my hand being there while she's taking the treats. Often what cats will do when they're not used to taking treats out of your hand is they will nibble you because they don't know where the treat ends and your finger starts. She's being very gentle today because she's got used to taking treats out of hands. So the next step of what I'm going to do, I always give treats and then move my hand back so that the cats get used to the hand movement and don't just expect your hand to be still. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting the treats a little bit further back, and I'll put them further and further back till they're in the palm of my hand, and then I'll start telling you about the next stage. So you can just watch her and I'll show you any signs. Like you see now, she's starting to twist her ears back and she's twisting her ears up so that she can really listen to what I'm doing and take note of if my body moves or if anyone else around her moves. So again, I'm moving the treats further back. So now she's having to sniff to find them, and she will find them. But there you go. But it will take a little while every time you move them back. Now, ideally in a home situation, or if you're working with a cat, you'll do these stages slowly. I've done this with her once before, so I know roughly what to expect. Though feral cats and scared cats are never really predictable. So I'm going to do a few more a bit further back and take them from there. And you can see that I'm keeping my palm quite flat and my thumb quite flat. In this next one, what I'm going to do is lift my thumb up a little bit so it's curved in slightly like a bowl. So she's rubbing her face against my hand as she moves in. So I'm getting some physical contact with her, but with her choosing to do it, not with me actually reaching out to touch her. Good girl. So I've done that a few times just to get her used to the feeling of taking food out of the food-shaped bowl. And now with this one, I'm going to start to touch her slowly with my thumb on the cheek. So you can see there that I'm moving my thumb, and she's quite okay with this. Some cats will pull away when this happens, and you can see like she's just actually moving my hand around and searching for more treats, because right now she's so focused on treats that she doesn't really mind about being touched. Can I have some more? Where are they? Where are the treats? Come on, mama. Good girl. Okay. So now, because she's seeming quite comfortable, I'm just going to keep my fingers there and stroke her a bit. And you can see that she starts to relax. Oh yeah, and then she melts. So this cat, when she first came in, she was pretty feral and feral seeming and quite angry, and would do, complete flat ears to the head, hissing a lot, growling. But we could see that she wasn't completely feral. So she's still looking for treats. So what I'll do is I'll stroke her, and then when she gets fed up of being stroked or she's had enough, I'll give her some more treats so that I'm not pushing her too far out of our comfort zone, and that she's always getting completely positively rewarded every time something new happens. So there you go. Take some more treats for her. That's a good girl. And you'll see she comes back into more of a standing position so that if anything happens, she can get away easily. Yeah, do you want this treat? You want some more strokes? Okay, then we can do that. So she's got comfortable with being touched. I think this is the second time that she's been touched. I came in yesterday and did this with her, and she went from just taking treats to being like this. So this gives me the indication that she was probably a tame cat at one time, and probably in a home situation, or being fed on the streets by someone who was affectionate with her, but had probably lived on the streets for a long time after that and has learned how to survive outside. So this is what we'd call a reverted feral. And it's taken probably about 2-3 weeks for her to be here and be exposed to people at the shelter and have people walking around and reaching in to feed her and clean out her litter tray. But as I said, today is the second day that she's had any physical contact, and you can see just how comfortable she is with it, which, which a complete feral cat that has never been touched by people would not be comfortable with. Okay, so now I'm just reaching out to see where her comfort level is. So with a cat that's completely feral, you'd never go this fast. You'd give a lot of time in between this physical contact, but as you can see, she just kind of melts when you touch her. So I'm taking full advantage of her relaxed nature right now and seeing what she's comfortable with and what she's not comfortable with. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah, Mama? It's a good girl. You're a happy girl. Hey? Yes, a happy girl. Oh, you're gonna get a nice home, aren't you? Once you've been to stay. Is that okay? You wanna bite me? You don't wanna bite me. You just want more love. Don't you? Yes, you just want more love. That's a good girl. It's okay? I stroke you all the way down here? Okay. That's a good girl. What about if I stroke your paws? The paws okay? Yeah? Meow? Paws are okay? Let me stroke under here like this. Can I touch your paw? Paws are okay? That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes, you are such a lovely girl. So it can be really hard to believe that a cat like this, that acts like this now, in a few minutes, if I take my hands off her and shut the kennel door, she'll probably get pretty scared and be back to hissing and growling again, and then you'd have to go through these stages again to get her feeling a bit more comfortable with being touched. What about the belly? How do you feel about the belly? Belly okay? Oh, you like the belly? Not so sure? Can I check these nipples while I'm here? No? He's a good girl. It's okay. Just gently. Look, my hand's down here. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's a good mama. Okay?